Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you are okay on that side of the screen. And today, to share with you my experience with this smart video doorbell from IMILAB. I just love when things work better than advertised, which is the case of this IMILAB video doorbell, which I was expecting good results, but instead I got great results, especially on the range that it has, which at this moment of the recording is by far the one that gave me best result. Now, before we move on, don't forget to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, which is B&H Software, a platform that we have been using for the past few months, where we will find budget keys for our Windows 11, Windows 10 Home Pro Edition at great prices, easy to purchase and activate legit Windows keys, and also Office 2021, which we have also tested right over here. I will leave a link down below just in case you want to check that out. I will leave a link down below. It is a project still on Kickstarter, but it has passed all the goals. So I would suggest, even if you are not interested in getting it, just to take a look, because there are so many things there that I don't mention on the video. Now, before I share the tests that I've made with you, in terms of the unboxing, really quickly, it comes basically with this that it's here in front of me. In terms of the installation, it's also really easy. We just need to put in this video doorbell on where we want, on our door. In my particular case, I've got a wall before my main door, so that is quite a big distance, which is great for this kind of tests. But I went even further. Now, the installation is basically a few minutes. We will need to plug in the hub, which is this one right over here, to a wall socket, and then we will need to install the application. And when we have the application installed, we just need to add the device to our Wi-Fi network and follow the configuration, and that is it. Basically, in a matter of a few minutes, we will have this kit working without any issues whatsoever. And one of the things that really caught my attention is that this device right over here, it's not only a doorbell which gives the chime, which is something that it's usual on other systems. This is also a hub. So this means that the devices will connect to our Wi-Fi, but if the signal is not strong enough to this device, this one here is getting better signal. It has the capability of transmitting Wi-Fi to this one right away. So it will act like a repeater, like a hub. So if I have my router right over here really far and this one captures the signal from the router, it will send the signal to the doorbell. This makes a total difference. Now, I did start my tests as usual with a normal case scenario. Just put it outside, put this one near the door inside, and bing bing, it worked just great. Now, that one I was expecting, although I've had other systems right over here which did not pass that test as well. I really need to put it near the door so that I could have communication. In this particular case, no. Now, the next test, I went to the living room, which is a few more meters, a few more doors, a few more walls, and when I did press the button, it did pass the test once again, and I was starting to get a bit excited, and I thought, okay, I'm going to put it on the end of the living room, and we are talking about a bigger distance. And the result was, yes, once again, it did work. It did connect everything really nice. Now, that took me to another test, which I did plug in a extension cord and I put the hub on my balcony. And I thought, okay, here it's going to be really difficult. But once I did the test, guess what? It did work really nice. So, in this part of the test, which is in my opinion one of the most important things on a kit such as this, if we have a Wi-Fi signal with a good coverage and a mesh, then you will be able to even use further distances than I do. Now, I do have systems capable of using mesh, but at this moment, for the few months, I've been using separate Wi-Fi connections, and one of the limitations that we can find here is that they will need to be connected to the one Wi-Fi. I cannot connect, unfortunately, this one to one Wi-Fi and this one to another one. This is the only limitation that I found. But if we have a mesh system, then this can be in one end, this can be on the other end, and wow. Video quality that I only have seen on the mobile phone so far is just great. 2.5 4K, really nice quality, but I will show you on big screen. Have in mind that the image will be a little bit degraded. In terms of recording, we can use micro SD, which is right over here on the hub, which will remain inside our house, so it will not be on this unit outside the house, which is great for security. And it will record also on the cloud, which for the first 3 months is free. It's really quick between the pressing of a button and getting the chime and also the notification. I can give you an example right over here. When I shut up, it did right over here first, then it did right over there. So it's really a quick communication between the two devices. And I've got my notifications turned off, so I don't have any notifications at this moment, but it works really fast, which is something really important, because if I miss the moment, then the person that was outside with a delivery or something like that just goes away. And we can also have a conversation on both ways. If someone rings the doorbell, my phone will have a phone call, a regular phone call, which I can answer, and then I can just say, hey, come a little bit later, I'm not at home at this moment, something like that. Battery-wise, 6 months according to IMILAB, but I will do those tests, and once the battery goes depleted, what I will be doing is I will come back to this video, and the first comment right over here will be the duration of the battery. And now let's take a quick look at the app right over here, which is really simple to use, and I will try to be as fast as possible. Now at the bottom we have 4 tabs right over here, which is the cloud, some events which I can go and see, messages which I don't have at this moment. I can share the device and I can see the events that I've got right over here, and as you can see I've got some of them outside, some of them at the backyard, and some of them here at the office, which were just the last couple of videos. Now if I go to the main page, and we can add other devices of course from IMILAB, we'll have access to the cloud or to the SD card, which we can just come here and let's go and check out one of these. For example, if I press right over here, then we will have the video feed where I did some testings for the intro as well, and basically we will have all the history right over here, which we can also record on the phone memory. If I press right over here, just record it to my phone, which is really nice. Basically this is the options that we have. We have also right over here in terms of live feed, which at this moment is not really interesting because it's right over here on the office, so it's recording the camera basically. So let's go back and I'm going to show you really quickly the options that we have. Now we have 2 separated options: the doorbell settings, where we can have all these options right over here, and then we also have the home monitoring, which is more on this side over here, although they work together, but it's more on the recording side. So I have scheduled to detect and record 24 hours a day when there is something happening. And then we have the detection mode, which I can just press here and say, okay, I want to record after 5 seconds of the person being in front, or I can choose the record immediately or just turn it off. So this will depend on what we want to do. So we have a lot of options right over here. SD card video, which basically will give me the information that I've got on the SD card, which I also have on the cloud. And we have the signal test, which at this moment is saying no signal, but it's not true. I've got some signal here, although the network is quite far away. It's a network near my garage, and it says perfect. I wouldn't say perfect, I would say medium, something like that. Then we have the memory card, which will give me the information. We can format the SD cards if we want to. And we also have the general settings, like the name, to see if there's any updates, and to share the device, which is also really nice. We can share with several members of our family, so they will all receive notifications on their phone when someone rings or when there's a person detection or something like that. And basically this is it regarding the app. So in conclusion, guys, this is, in my opinion, a great set. It has a really wide coverage, really fast response time between the time that we press the button, we receive the sound and the notification on our phone. So overall, app really easy to use, as you have seen, and we have the possibility of two-way video, which is just great. Having that said, hope that the video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.